Insanity. The definition of doing the same thing and expecting different results. Let's relate that to roads here in Rio Rancho. So as of 2026, over 104 miles of road here in Rio Rancho are still currently unpaved. So Rio Rancho is one of the fastest growing cities in the Southwest, and our residents are tired of dealing with the poor road conditions, and it's time that our roads reflect the growth, the pride, and the commitment to the people who live here in the city of Rio Rancho. So let's just talk about this number right here. And it shows that only 9% of our general fund, which pays for a lot of things in the city, is going toward public works, which is our roads. So one thing I propose as mayor is let's just take 2% of the fiduciary funds and put it toward roads. Imagine how much money right now that we could just be allocating toward roads if we just took 2% and raised that 9% number up to 11%. Here's the second thing we need to do. As mayor, the next thing I'll focus on is just protecting our roads by reducing congestion through smarter, more efficient public transit. So I want to implement a least cost path when we do that, which basically is an LCP approach or a data-driven model that identifies the most cost-effective and efficient routes between destinations. Right now, the Rio Metro is limited to where exactly it can go. But if we have more public transit units, we can start implementing these LCP approaches to making sure that we're reducing congestion, which is in turn going to save our roads in the long run. So obviously these things cost a lot of money, but the cool thing about New Mexico is that money's already here. We just need to be accessing it, and this is how we're going to do it. So we're fortunate here in New Mexico that the state already offers several programs to help fund roads. So let's just talk about one called the Transportation Project Fund. This one's pretty cool because it helps local governments and tribes build and repair roads and bridges. And the nice thing about it is it actually will cover up to 95% of the cost of the projects that are needed here in the city. Another good one that we have is called the LGRF, which is the Local Government Road Fund. And this one supports smaller local road maintenance and improvements. And there's also another great one called the State Transportation Improvement Program, which plans major projects and connects them to funding with recent and state road bonds, which is super, super cool. So in New Mexico, we have a lot of great money already allocated toward roads. All we need to be doing is seeking those. So as mayor, that would be my first approach, is to make sure that we're talking with our grant writers here in Rio Rancho to make sure that we're seeking, and not only just seeking, but obtaining these funds from the state to fix these roads permanently. Now, obviously, these things are going to take time to fix. And as mayor, I can't just snap my fingers and just change things overnight. But the thing about it is I can use my voice to prevent our roads from looking like this or even like this, and making sure that they stay consistent and new to look more like this. So my name is Darden, and here's what I'm going to be doing about our roads in Rio Rancho.